love this song. Welcome in everybody to another edition of On the Field with Feirman. This song gets me pumped up, I'm telling you. I know it's Bon Jovi, it's not a song that normally gets you amped up and everything, but the beginning of this is great. If I was a boxer or an MMA fighter, I would come right out to it. It's nice and amped up, ready to kick some butt. You know what I'm saying? We don't curse on this show, so B-U-T-T is the other word for jack. Anyway, here we go. The theme of the day actually is fighting. And I'll tell you why. I don't mind fighting between the lines. I don't mind fighting when it's legal. If you're a boxer, if you're in UFC, if you're in hockey, you drop the gloves, you fight. I don't have a problem with that. Even in football, it's a little scuffle from time to time. But when you're a fan of a team, okay, like the Rangers and the Flyers a couple of weeks ago, the Winter Classic, when these two Ranger fans got beat up by 4 Flyer guys. Number one, you're outnumbered, so that makes me sick right off the bat. But just for the fact that you're fighting about a team that you root for, these players don't even know who you are. They could give a damn about you. And you're fighting because they lost or they won, or you root for this player or that player? Are you freaking serious, guys? Give me a break. That's freaking disgusting. People get put in hospitals. There was a San Francisco Giant game, a baseball game last year, where some poor guy was put into a coma because there was a fight outside the stadium. Even just last week, the Giant 49er game. There was over 100 people thrown out of that stadium. There was something like 30 arrests or whatever the number was. What are you fighting about? And on another note, what are you yelling at these players for? Cursing at them, talking about their family and their wives and their children if they don't perform up to your standards. Are you guys freaking kidding me? Lay off. They're there for entertainment. They're there to entertain you. So you're going to go ahead, if your team loses and you don't get to go, to the Super Bowl, you're going to yell at the guy while he goes into the tunnel and he's already depressed? And you're going to say things about his mother and stuff like that? Or if you do some, history check on him or whatever, and you break things up from his past, what is wrong with you people? Stop fighting. You guys can hurt people. You're not little kids anymore. You're not 12 years old. When you're out and about, if you're at a ball game, watch it. Enjoy it. If you want to verbally bash somebody, then you know what? Do what I do. Get on your podcast, go on a website, do whatever you got to do. Stop fighting each other. Do it legally. If you want to fight, become a boxer. Become a legal fighter. Do those things. Lay off, guys, all right? I don't want to get too crazy about it, but listen, that's the bottom line. Stop the freaking fighting. It's childish, it's crap, and you can really hurt somebody. Not to mention you can get arrested, thrown in jail, whatever it may be, lawsuits. Stop it. Over and out. So this is my public service announcement for the day. Last time I promised you guys I'd get into a little story about the 49ers and why I'm a fan of them. I'll tell you real quick that family is very influential, and when you're young, you're getting molded by your parents to become whatever they want you to be. My father made me a 49er fan. We're from New York, so you may be wondering why that's the case. Well, I'll tell you. He's a front runner. I love my father. He's a great guy. He cares about me. Loves sports. I am the way I am today, in large part due to him. My mother, God bless her also, she's done wonderful things in my life. But as far as the sports go, he made me a 49er fan because he's a front runner. And I'm born in 1980, and of course during the 80s, the 49ers are the best team in the whole world. And I'm a 49er fan, and I'm loving them. And as I'm getting older and older, they're really getting worse and worse. They won one in 94 when I was 14, and that was all great and everything. But that's why I'm a Niner fan today, living in New York, getting in verbal fights with my friends regarding the game. We don't beat each other up because the Giants won last week, but we won't watch the games together, and it goes back to a little story when the Giants played the Niners back in 2002. In the playoffs, the Giants were beating the crap out of the Niners all game long. I had all my buddies over, we're watching the game, we're drinking and everything, having a good time, and I just lost it at about halftime. I just flung my beer bottle clear across the room. I snapped. I don't know what I was thinking. Nevertheless, cleared everybody out of the house. They were scared to death of me after that point. Long story short, the 49ers came back and won, so from that moment on, I refused to ever watch a 49er Giant playoff game with them ever again. I guess my superstitions didn't really hold true this past weekend. As the Niners lost, they played a great game, but there you go, that's a story. Look, again, fighting is something that is done in sports. Verbal fighting is something that analysts do, and there's been a lot of that going on, especially within the Indianapolis Colts locker room regarding Peyton Manning. All I'm hearing lately now is that he's out and Andrew Luck is in, and I totally agree. I'm not taking anything away from Peyton Manning. I love the way the guy plays. He's one of my 2 favorite players to watch. Him and Ray Lewis. Peyton Manning and Ray Lewis are the ultimate as far as, a defensive player and offensive player go. I love watching these guys. Peyton Manning is a joy to watch. He brought Indianapolis back, put him on the map, this and that. Great quarterback, but he's 37 years old. Time's up. All right, he's not getting any younger. He's probably not going to get any better. And it's time to regroup. This Colt team is not a Super Bowl type team right now. They've been declining for a few years, and an old quarterback, Peyton Manning, is not just a missing piece to bring them back. Obviously, he's as valuable as it gets. I mean, these guys went 2-14 this year. So you need him, but you need other guys around him, and they're all aging. They're long in the tooth, these guys. They're like, again, they're saber-toothed tigers, all right? They're long in the tooth. They're old, all right? So it's time to move on, regroup, revamp, and that's what they're doing, hiring new GMs, so on and so forth. Just hired a brand new head coach today. So they're moving in a different direction. Is it the right direction? Time will tell. But Andrew Luck looks like he's going to be the quarterback for the Colts, and I don't blame him. I really don't blame him one bit. I love talking about quarterbacks. That's my thing. I like to think I am a quarterback in some weird kind of way. I tell you a quick story about my little quarterback. High school days, in junior varsity high school, we're having a problem finding a quarterback, and everybody's throwing the ball around, trying out, and I'm like this backup wide receiver on the scout team, so nobody's paying any attention to me, but I'm starting to tag people left and right. So one of my teammates, I forgot, calls the coach over, and he says, he's like, hey, Feirman could throw the ball, give him a shot. So here's coach. Yeah, Feirman, yeah, you throw the ball? Yeah, let me see what you got. Okay, well, throw it downfield. Boom, tag somebody. Not bad, Feirman, all right, yeah, you got a good arm, let's see if you can do it again. Boom, boom, hit him a few more times. So now it's time to go under center and do it for real. All right, so we're in practice, and we're looking for a quarterback. And coach says, all right, Feirman, get in there. We're going to run a 36 halfback dive. Hand the ball off. What you got to do? All right, coach, you got it. No problem. I get in there, do my cadence, blow 18, hut, hut. I fumble the ball. I didn't even get a chance to hand it off. I'm so freaking scared of these guys. They're twice my size on the line. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. I've never taken a snap before in my life. So I fumble the thing. Coach like, all right, Feirman, regroup. Get back in the huddle, call the play, and do it over again. All right. So I try to calm myself down. The guys in the huddle like, Feirman, come on, just take the snap, hand it off. We're all good to go. All right, no problem. Golden Arm is ready to go. I'm going to Hollywood, baby. I'm going to be the man, quarterback of the team, next year varsity. Let's do it. Under center, red 26. Red 26. Hut. Right back on the floor. I fumble the ball again. All over. Coach, all right, Feirman, that's it. Get back out of there. You're on the scout team, back to wide receiver. That's it. You had your chance. Goodbye, it's over. All right, thanks a lot, Coach. Well, there's my junior varsity quarterback story. I was this close to being the man. If I could just take that damn snap. Years later in flag football, when it doesn't mean a damn thing, I could take a snap, no problem. I don't know what happened. Anyway, listen, last segment I did promise you that we had a special guest. And I have his audio, unfortunately. I don't have him with me today. We will have live guests from time to time. But I do want to play for you Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was in the studio just a few days ago. And I'd like you to hear what he had to say. So let me bring that up for you. Hang on a sec. And away we go.
Alright, and welcome back everybody to On the Field with Feirman. Right before we went to break, I promised you that we were going to have a very, very special guest in the studio. I am not a liar, I am a man of my word. I have him sitting right here next to me. He's an actor, he's a politician, he's a bodybuilder, he's an all-around great guy. He's the Terminator. He's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold, it is great to have you here, my man. How you doing today?
Good.
Alright, well, good morning to you, my friend.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing excellent, Arnold. Things are great over here. We got a lot of excitement happening over here in the next few days.
What happens in a few days?
Well, it's Championship Sunday, Arnold. That's why we brought Sheen here to talk about, a little bit of football and stuff like that. Everything should be great.
I'm not interested in that.
Oh, you're not interested in that? I thought that you came in here because you were a big football fan. Isn't that why you came to the show?
I lied.
Okay, that was a little scary. Alright, well then, why did you come on a sports show then, Arnold? I mean, we got you here. Why'd you agree to come in?
There's nothing else to do. And there's nowhere else to go.
Alright, that's like you. I figured you have a whole bunch of stuff to do, but hey, since you're here and you're bored, why don't you go and grab me a cup of coffee?
It's funny.
Yeah, I know. We try to be a little funny around here. We do a little sports, we do a little comedy, all that good stuff. So, I don't know, Arnold, all right, you don't want to talk about sports, really. What do you want to do while we got you here?
I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions. You want to have them answered immediately.
All right, Arnold, the whole idea is that you come in here and I ask you a bunch of questions and you answer them. It doesn't have to be immediate, but, you answer them. I'm the interviewer, so, why don't we do that?
What do you want to know?
What do I want to know? Well, I don't know, a few things. Since it is a sports show, I kind of wanted to get your opinion on who you think was going to win the Super Bowl. What do you say?
Go Chargers, go!
Right. You're a Charger fan of the whole San Diego thing, California, but the 49ers actually have a chance to get in. The Chargers, they're not in it this year, Arnold. I don't know if you know or not, but unfortunately, they didn't make it. So, do you have another team in mind that you want to go for? How can the Chargers possibly win the Super Bowl if they're not in the playoffs?
Trust me.
Okay, I trust you, Arnold. You got it. Listen, Arnold, we're running a little short on time over here, so we're going to have to run, all right? But listen, it was great having you in, and I'd love to see you again sometime soon, all right? So, you're welcome back anytime you want, and we'll talk about anything, you have in your mind. How's that sound?
Goodbye.
And goodbye to you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back after this break, and
That's my man Arnold. That's my man Arnold Schwarzenegger. He just said goodbye at the end. That terrified me. I had to get out of there as soon as possible. Anyways, we all know that really wasn't Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's a nice little trick I like to do with my computer. All in good fun, but those are the kind of things you can expect on the field with Feirman. We give you the governators, we give you some friends, we'll give you a little family, maybe we'll get a celebrity or two on the show. We'll see what happens, but stay tuned because more action's coming at you all the time. You can also visit the website sports4fans.blogspot.com. Again, that's the number 4, sports4fans.blogspot.com. On the field of Feirman, the sports prophet is here. And I got news for you every single day. Come to me, I got the answers. The predictions, I see the future.